Guys, it gets to a point. Now listen. Before anyone says anything, this is coming from the lady that has a shucks tattoo, okay? So listen, I like shucks. I'm a huge fan of shucks. I really like Irida. Aethos, no, aethos is... However, my main issue with these two things is that it's everywhere. Well, Diggin, if you like shucks, wouldn't you be happy that it's everywhere? To an extent, because on one hand, it's like really popular and people are liking it, you get more content of it, it's really awesome. On the other hand, you got the people that are sick and tired of seeing it and are really annoyed and just hate everybody that posts about it. However, both of these things aren't really my issue, right? It is what it is, you know, with popular things comes people that get annoyed by it. You know, it happens to everybody and everything. My issue with this is that there's too many remixes, remakes, recreations, and so on. This happens a lot with Aethos, and Aethos is, well, if I'm gonna be completely honest, I do like this song and I like the original mod before I found out it was made by a diddly. The issue I have with remakes and recreations and people that are doing their own take on it, they all look the same. They all look the same. I can't tell them apart. There's no distinction in any of them. They're all the same. And I'm not trying to bash on people's artwork, but like, dude, you're making the same thing every single time. Every single time somebody is like, I'm gonna be the new Aethos. It's the same thing. It's always the same thing. Hyper-realistic Marvin, hyper-realistic Jeffy, creepy-ass SML wiki. Creepy-ass SML wiki looking background. It looks like Aethos, but a little bit different. And that's what really annoys me. It's always the same. And I feel like the people that make these, they really believe, that's it guys, this is gonna be the one. And I hate to break it to you, but no, most likely not, no. And these always get canned within like, what, a month, if we're being generous? Now let's move on to shucks, because I got more to say about shucks. I've talked about it quite a lot on my channel, and well, I'm quite a shucks fan, as I established at the beginning. If I have to hear one more shucks remix, I might blow my head off. You know, I think out of all the hundreds of shucks remix that exist, let me reword that. Out of all the hundreds of shucks remixes that exist, about 5 of them are good. The other 589 trillion billion million gazillion, they sound like ass. Or they're just the original FLA with minor changes, or it just doesn't sound good. Or they just all sound really bad. And then we got shucks V82 million lyrics like, bruh, my mind, my face, I'll watch as you bleed, carbide to cerise, I'm struggling to touch my balls. Yo, my name's Shuck and I'm digging in my butt. And it gets to a point, you know, it gets to a point, dude. And we gotta say, when are we gonna stop the shucks remixes? And again, I feel like these people go, this is it, guys. This is the one. And I know people are gonna keep making recreations and making their own mods and their remixes, regardless of what I say, right? And I can't really do anything about that. I'm just ranting. So my words to these people are, make your own original song. Dude, it doesn't have to be shucks. You can make your own original Does Bad Things Guy song. For example, Premonition. I love Premonition. That is not shucks, dude. And it sounds really good. I really like that song. I would say Picture Perfect, but to be honest, Picture Perfect is literally just a different version of shucks. Although the lyric part is really good. And to my knowledge, I think it's unfinished. So, and you know, there's that one other song, I forgot the name of it, that I actually kind of like. Kind of. And you know, you can make your own Aethos song. You can make your own Evil Jeffy song that is not Aethos. You can do your own thing with it. And you know what? You can make songs about other characters too. Other scary SML characters. What about Evil Chef Pee-Pee, Robot Chef Pee-Pee? Makes bad decisions guy. I mean, he's right there. Nobody ever talks about him and I really like him. You know, there's Tim as well. There's Dr. Finkelshits. I'm sure you could do something with him. And so on. It doesn't have to just be Shuck. It doesn't just have to be Does Bad Things Guy. And it doesn't have to be Aethos. You can do your own original idea. You don't have to keep recreating the wheel multiple times with the same exact song and barely editing it or changing it or doing anything to it. You can make your own original song. I don't need another remix. Anyways, I got a little heated during this one. I love shucks and you should too. I'm out of here. Bye. Bitch, I really fucking out.